Hi everyone, I am Jack Red, and I gave you the hardest bosses and the easiest bosses in the history of games. Now, I'm going to give you the best and worst. I know you're not going to agree with my list, but this is just one of those lists that, there's no right or wrong list. You can just come on a million ideas, and you know what's going to be on your list. You just know by order that they have to be on the list. I mean, it took strong Craig with the top 10 video game games of all time. You just can't really make one where everyone's going to agree to it. There's always going to be some disagreements, and that's just the truth. So, I'm going to read the best first, and I'm going to read into the worst. Explain my reasons as I go through them. Number 5 for the best is basically the last boss of Sonic 2. When you gotta take on Dr. Brian with no ranks, and you gotta give him 4 more hits than all the other bosses in the game. What makes him the best one is, it makes you think. You think you can take him down real easy like the other bosses, and then it makes you realize you gotta perfectly jump to hit him, and he does a lot of these moves that just makes you have to basically think twice, And I just thought it was a pretty well set up Sonic fight. I really did. I know for Sonic fans they'll probably say another one, but this is what I think is the best one for Sonic. Number 4 was the last boss fight of Super Mario 64. Okay, the first time you take him on, you just gotta throw 1 bomb, and it's over. This one you gotta throw him on 3 bombs, and he makes it a real pain to do it. He breaks the platform for the last one, and you gotta try to get any of the bombs, and if you're not really good with the throwing animation, it's gonna take you a long time. I know, I'm not that good with it, so. Number 3 is Gunstar Heroes 7 Force. Depending on your difficulty levels, is the form it should be taken on. And was a really neat boss fight. It can be from anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7. And I love this boss fight, but it was my favorite boss in the game. It was really cool to just take on something like that. I mean, I never seen another boss like that. I really didn't. And I had to give it 2 thumbs up. That was original. I would like to see another boss like 7 Force, man. Hey, I really would. Number 2 is the end of Metal Gear Solid 3. Why? He doesn't necessarily kill you, and it is true you gotta backtrack to get to him. But that's the beauty of it. At least he's the only boss in the game that doesn't directly out kill you. Then again, the Star doesn't direct out kill you either, but the end, he's like nearly impossible to keep track of. In fact, to get his like camo is probably the hardest in the whole game. It really is. A lot of people tell you, what's the hardest camo to get in the game? Oh, it's the ends. You gotta be really good to get the ends. And you know what? You do have to be good to get the ends. If you can't get the ends, then you're not that good. I mean, it's possible to get the rifle, but getting the camo can be a pain in the ass. Number 1, I had to say Onslaught on Marvel vs. Capcom. Why? This boss is really tough to beat. No matter what I try, this boss knocks me out. It's just amazing. And you gotta fight him in 2 forms. He's just so damn hard, and he basically counters with anything. I mean, I'm just struggling with the controls, trying to beat him, and he ends up kicking my ass. So I call him the best boss because you never really thought this guy would just knock you straight down no matter what you try, and he just comes back strong, really strong. So, now here's the worst. And you can agree that this is a pretty sucky list. I'm going to want you to know right now that most of them die in 1 hit. 1 in total are going to die real fast, not getting hit from a strike, and number 1 is just ridiculous. Well, we'll get to that. Number 5 on my list is the leader on the Incredible Hulk game. I'm talking about the one that I played in my childhood, the one I played for the Sega Genesis. Yeah, all these years I didn't beat the game. I didn't get up to level 4, 5, which I heard is basically a boss fight, and then 6. I never really got up to 6 in my childhood. And then seeing on YouTube basically that you just undercut this guy and then you win. I'm just like, I played this game a while, and just to find out that the last boss I could just do with a single undercut, now that's bullshit. I mean, why couldn't he be tougher? Why couldn't we just have a more interesting boss fight? But oh no, no, he just stands there. It's true, he does. Number four, I have fought, but I've never done the trick to. I have heard of it, I have seen it done. Mysterio in Spider-Man 2 game. Basically, like, here's a certain way you can undercut him, and you can actually beat him like that. It is ridiculous, and it is so damn true. So, it is just retarded, really. Number three is the second boss of Ultra Beast. The trick is basically go next to the main eye and keep dabbing the stab button until it dies. If you do it correctly, you can do this without taking any sort of damage whatsoever, and end the boss fight in a matter of minutes, or in this case, seconds. Number two was the first boss of Rambo. It wasn't really a silent boss, but the reason why he's a boss is because you kill him and you get more health. Basically, this guy ran you out, and you just kill him with one knife. Yeah, one knife if he's dead. It is ridiculous. And it's a level not a 1 knife. You could get a max level 9 knife. I found that out through a code. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Number one is the biggest bullshit for a boss I have ever seen. It's so bad that I'm going to try to cut this really, really, really short, just to prove I'm serious. Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade Revenge boss fight Juggernaut. Why do you have to keep punching him, dropping shit on him, trying to get away from him, as he seriously speeds up? Doing this for a whole level is ridiculous, retarded, the most absurd thing I have ever seen in a video game. The single most offensive boss fight ever. I just don't like it. I personally think that whoever came up with that deserves to get the living hell beat out of him. And you know what? I'm going to take pleasure in knowing he gets it. Seriously, this is just how annoying this is. I mean, it's like constantly you got to turn backwards and keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. Yeah, you got to worry about other enemies trying to hit you too, and it's so goddamn annoying. The most annoying boss in the whole entire game is right there. I mean, I'm done. I'm really done. I can't take this anymore. So I'm Jack Bird. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you all later.